Alright, Shrez is here chopping down limbs, making clearance for epic boosts. Woo! It's all fixable, don't worry. It's all good. Got all the Scalite delivered, they're still dropping off more. It's like chaos in the backyard trying to get this thing dialed in. Woohoo! That was a good one. Wow, that was close. Today's been a catch-up day for me and Nicole since we haven't been home and we're just getting back from the trip. We got a million errands that we've been running around, trying to get stuff down on the computer, around the house.
I'm exhausted.
Exciting enough, Taylor has a brand new car that he's starting to build on and he's about to pull up to the house any minute now.
It's pop-ups.
It's here. I'm so excited to see it.
It's raining, of course.
I know.
One day I come over to show you the cars.
I know. Just come inside. It'll stop raining. I mentioned yesterday in the video that I was debating on doing the stroker kit or not, and Taylor today helped me make the decision whether to do it or not. So I thought that we would kind of talk about that decision on video for a few minutes while we wait for the rain to die down so we can show you his new car.
Are we doing that now?
Yeah, I figured that might be cooler than going out in the rain.
We're just gonna go for it?
Or maybe we should go, see, I want to drive the car, but it's not gonna get traction. But
No,
it'll still be cool.
Right now.
Aw.
Absolutely none. It spins a lot. So should we just talk about it now? We're just gonna talk about it now?
I don't know, then we won't have daylight.
You didn't even mentally prepare me for oh, daylight to film.
Yeah. What do you think?
You think it's gonna stop raining? That's the key question.
I mean, even if it does, it's still gonna be wet.
Oh, we should just go now. You'll be fine. It's a little squirrely though.
All right, let's do it. We repeatedly said it was something that you're never gonna guess what it is. And Taylor came home with a 2001 C5 Corvette. Why Corvette, Taylor?
Because it comes with an LS from the factory and is basically a race car out of the box. Double wishbone suspension, all aluminum control arms and all that nonsense.
How many times have you had to tell people that are like, why'd you get a Corvette?
Well, apparently I just copied Tyler Fialco.
Oh, the stand skid?
Yeah. Why are these shoes so difficult to put on?
This thing's really pretty though. Taylor was gonna go get a like piece of poop looking one from Georgia and he ended up getting this green one that was way closer and I'm really happy for him.
It was way cleaner. The other one was like a better deal, but it wasn't worth a 9-hour drive for it to maybe not be a good car.
This thing is gonna look so good though. Picture it like lowered on some Cosmos wheels. Big wing. Oh, I love the rear end on these. Let's take it for a drive even though it's raining.
Okay.
Should I just hop in?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good thing.
Damn, dude, this is classy.
You gotta unlock my door. It's not unlocked.
Was the last owner a smoker?
Yes.
I can smell.
Makes me feel like I'm home.
This thing's real cool. I've never been in a Corvette before, interestingly enough.
A Corvette.
Yeah, I wish it was dry out because I feel like this thing was gonna be really fun.
Yeah, we can leave the traction control on for you if you want.
Yeah, let's not crash Taylor's new car. Although that would be a sick video.
That would be a good video. Clickbait AF.
Yeah, dude, AF.
I should have filmed the first half of Adam trying to drive. It was hilarious.
It's so dark.
I didn't tint it. The previous owner did. Oh goodness. All right.
What did I do?
That was an aggressive launch.
I did not. What did I do?
That wasn't your fault.
Okay.
I don't think.
I literally just pulled it right back in a second.
I gotta do the shifter alignment.
This is the worst time to drive a Corvette.
I know, dude. If you try to do any sort of pull, I mean, you can try the traction control, just kick right in. Oh, I turned it off. Let's turn it back on.
Let's see. Oh, you got grippy tires at least.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not like
kind
it's
of.
all over the place.
No. I tried to drift it, and it is quite snappy.
Is it? In a bad way or a good way?
It's just tough.
Wow.
It's gonna be tough.
The LS low end though. What am I doing wrong?
I don't know.
Am I like not pulling over enough or something?
Try shifting slower.
Okay.
And just see if that helps. I don't think it's your fault though. I think it's something with the car.
Oh, is that traction control?
That was traction control the whole time.
Really?
Yeah. It just cuts power.
That's unfortunate. It's not like a BMW where it puts a little German man underneath your tires and sticks them to the road.
No, it doesn't do that, unfortunately. Yeah.
I don't think we spun in second though.
No, it won't.
Will it skid if I hit the brakes hard? Oh, not that. Dude, the brakes step well.
Yeah, it's got pretty good brakes.
I'm at a loss for words.
How do you feel though? How do you feel? What's your opinion? This is a terrible test drive time.
I feel like if I'm even saying anything about the car, it's just not it's just not right to speak about the car after I've only driven it in the rain. But I mean,
With
it's
super dark
the way
tint.
that I did explain it is it feels like a refined LS 240, I guess. Like it doesn't feel like super raw like a 240 does, but it's still got the same motor as an LS 240 because it's an LS, right?
The logic there is so good.
It's the only thing I compare it to is an LS 240. That's why.
That's
It
true.
sounds like my mom's Avalanche pickup truck. Great.
What do you, yeah. I can't think of any good questions to pose. We'll have to reschedule this and redo it another
We'll
time.
redo it, but
We'll
I'm
redo
happy
it.
I got to drive it. This has been a goal of mine to drive Taylor's running drift car.
Yes. Let's just see how long it's running.
At least it's an LS. We can go get parts like at Walmart.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
Can you?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Yo, what did you have that you said you wanted to show me?
Oh, so I got new flooring for my garage, but I can only do a small portion. Let me get it. It's not going to cover much, but I feel like it's a start. I was
Dude,
thinking,
that's sick.
Yeah, I was thinking I could put it, you know, like right next to my toolbox.
Dude, when you like look outside from the door, it's gonna look so good. It's gonna make your garage look so
Especially,
good.
like, I was thinking I could set my drink on it if I really needed to. For now, it's a good start.
Dude, oh my gosh. I honestly just want to leave it like that. That makes the whole counter look so good.
Dude, we should put it right in the corner.
Dude, perfect. Like no edges or anything.
No, I like it.
Great. I was freaking out earlier today because to get the 2JZ build in progress, we have to take it to the machine shop. And to take it to the machine shop, I need to know whether I was doing a 3.4 liter stroker or just a normal 3 liter rebuild. So I talked to Taylor and got his input on the stroker decision. What did you tell me?
See, I don't remember.
At first, I was worried about the reliability of the stroker, but I talked to people and realized that it's just as reliable. So then what I became worried about was the whole reason I wanted to go with a 2JZ versus an LS is because I wanted to have to work the motor. I didn't want it to be just like, rah! Like low end, like you can just
Like
do
my
nothing.
Corvette. But I was basically explaining, I'm like, yeah, you know, it's a stroker and you're gonna have more displacement, so it's not gonna be as laggy, but it's still gonna be nothing like an LS. Like you're not gonna be able to take a 2J with a big turbo down to like 2,000 RPM and just floor it and not have to clutch kick at all. You're still gonna have to work it. And you can run less boost and make the same power.
Which I think is cool. Like one of the whole reasons I want to do it is so I can have that lower end, so I don't have a ton of turbo lag. I guess I was under the wrong impression that my car would literally be like a V8. I think just people talking, oh, the stroker, stroke this, stroke that, stroke me. Like there's just gonna have all this low end power.
Yeah, mess you up? That was just the stroke me comment. It had me cracking up. Go ahead, continue.
That was it.
Oh, that was it, low in power. And yeah, and then if you, like, since it can run less boost, that means it will, in theory, be more reliable. Like if a 3.4 and a 3.0 are the same reliability pound for pound, you can make more power out of the 3.4 with less boost, therefore more reliability. Or if you wanted it to be laggy, you could just run a bigger turbo with even less boost, and then be hella reliable.
And the cool thing is too, I want to be able to run like a flex fuel setup so I can run 93 octane and still drive it on the street because there's not a lot of E85 around here. And if we were doing a 3 liter, we were going to do a 10-1 compression, which is harder to do on 93 octane than a 3.4, which we're going to do on 9.5 compression.
Which would also lead to less reliability, because if you're trying to run 93 on 10.1, you might run into detonation issues if you get like a little bit lower.
Exactly,
octane.
because we'd have to run like no boost essentially to do that.
Compression ratio is basically you're taking 10 parts air and making it into 1. If you're taking 9.5 to 1, so essentially it's just a smaller ratio of air to the end result. Which what happens is when you have higher and higher compression ratios, there's more heat that builds up because the air is getting hotter as it's being compressed, and that'll lead to pre-ignition, which means when the piston's going up, it will ignite before it's at the top of its stroke. So the ignition, the combustion that normally pushes the piston down and makes all your power is going while the piston's coming up, and that's how you blow holes in your pistons and bend rods and do all sorts of fun stuff.
But high compression does give you a little bit more low end power, which is why we were considering doing it. So that's why people run less compression when they're doing more high boost, because you're putting more compressed air into that cylinder.
When you're turbocharging an engine, you're effectively increasing your compression ratio. You're increasing the volume of air. The more air you have, the more fuel you can have. The more fuel you can have mixed with the air, the bigger the explosion. Just like nitrous just makes the air charge much denser, and then you can have more fuel, and then therefore you can have more power, more powerful combustion.
So if you didn't realize it already, Taylor convinced me to go with a 3.4. It's obviously way cheaper to do it while we're rebuilding the motor now than if down the road I wanted to do it. And from what I understand, almost everybody ends up wishing they did this.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, if you're gonna build the motor, you might as well like go all out.
Yeah, and
Now.
Brian Crowder gave me like a really good deal on the 3.4 stroker kit, so
Which Brian Crowder is like
the best.
the only person who you ever buy a 3.4 stroker kit from. Every single car in FD, I think, has.
Yeah, he
Brian
actually
Crowder.
he sent me a list of all the people in
And it was
FD.
pretty much everyone with
everyone
a
that runs a
2J.
2J has
Yeah.
a 3.4. And it's not that I want to have like some ridiculous amount of power. It's just I'd rather do it now than down the road because I'm all about seat time and I don't want to have to pull that motor out again because down the road I decide to do it.
Yeah, and if down the road you want to make a Supra highway monster,
You can just pull the motor
and
put
finally
it in
put an LS in your car, then you'll be done.
Oh, I think the coolest thing is going to be, I'm telling Taylor that I just want to get some like super sticky tires that we can throw on and then just go on the highway and race Lamborghinis in the Hollywood Hills. Just like crank the boost up.
We're gonna go to Hollywood?
The Hollywood Hills.
What is that?
You know where you keep your Lamborghinis in your Lamborghini account?
But that's a long way away. That's across the country.
He doesn't get it. Anyway,
No,
so-
I do get it. Jerk. I was just kidding.
But how cool would it be to just like walk Lamborghinis and stuff? Like
In a
just
240.
crank the boost up and just be like, wah! Oh, dude, we can make all those videos where like we scare people in the passenger seat.
Yeah, but your car is exceptionally scary after like 110, 120.
We're not gonna go that fast.
We'll just change the alignment before we do it.
Yeah, we'll have a quick change alignment on the car.
I mean, I don't know about quick change. It's gonna take a while. We're gonna have to plan this out ahead of time. Quick release.
Quick release everything.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
There we go. Okay.
So yeah, we're doing the stroker. Hooray for 3.4. It's gonna be nuts. And I think it's gonna really make the build stand apart. I'm still working out like a lot of the final details with like ECU and a lot of the other engine components, but everything's starting to come together. Once the engine's at the machine shop and everything's in, we can start putting it together, then throw it in the car. Literally.
Just toss it.
Literally like,
That's how I install my motors, usually.
it's the best way.
It's easy. It takes 5 seconds.
That's what David Patterson did on his car.
Did he?
just threw it in.
Yeah, and just it
His
kind
build's
of.
sick too. Did you see it?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, he's got the twins.
No, he has twins too, like children.
Shut up.
All right, so I've got another little mini project I'm gonna try to work on, if you even want to call it that. I was worried about chipping my paint in my hatch, and a lot of people told me that I should do a clear bra vinyl wrap on it. That sounded like a lot of work, so I didn't wanna do that, and I decided I would just use like a moving blanket whenever I wanted to load wheels or such in it. But, however, another common point of concern are the door bars, since they have a lot of wear of the door cards hitting them and from the seatbelt harnesses hitting them. So I thought, why not wrap those with clear vinyl? So I'm gonna try it and see how it looks, and maybe it's a really good solution versus just wrapping in colored vinyl like a lot of the people do with their cage. Well, it's a cage, get over it, it's gonna get beat up. I spent a lot of money painting the cage. I wanna keep it nice. Thank you. We're gonna use a little bit of black Sharpie mod just on the parts that have already gotten chipped, just so they're harder to see. Using very precise instruments to cut it to size, you know, only the best for drift cars. I'm using 3M Scotch Guard. I ordered a bunch extra of it because I know I'm gonna mess it up. I just suck with anything that requires patience. If I'm not too terribly lazy, I can do things half decent. Probably not gonna do the best job, but it's okay. Well, again, it's a drift car. I'm just trying to, you know, make it look half decent. I'm probably gonna like butcher this terribly. I probably should have done this before I put the interior in the car. I feel like I'll get it cleaner if I can put it in the actual X, so I'm gonna cut off more than I initially wanted to. I have so much respect for people that like wrap things for a living. I'm trying to get one clean line down the center, because I know that's really important. I feel like a squeegee would be handy right now. Let me go get one of those. I'm really curious how badly I'm gonna end up doing this, since I pretty much suck. Let's just get as close to the seat as I can. That came out so much better than I thought it would. I really didn't get any bubbles. There's obviously a little bit of overlap on the bottom, but you can't even see it. This little line, I might even make a little X piece so you can't see it. But dang, like, that is such a good solution to ruining roll cage paint. I think the surface was a little bit less smooth on this one, so I got a few more bubbles, but I mean, I'm really happy with how it looked. You can barely tell from a distance. I'm gonna do the harness bar too, so I don't have to worry about that for wearing. But for now, it's time for dinner break. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Smells so good.
Well, look, my name is Betsy. Apparently it's a Taylor Swift joke.
Becky.
Oh, I didn't read it. Thanks, Taylor.
I'm running out of vinyl, so I'm not gonna go the full length, but I'm gonna use the clear on the harness bar too to prevent the wear from the harness going back and forth, wearing the paint off. Getting all nice and comfortable. I'm gonna put it centered behind the chair. Maybe this is stupid, but I feel like this is such a good idea and it's working so well. Harnesses are all set. Now I'm not worried about this rubbing off the paint, and it looks just as fresh as it did before. I got one more of the door bars wrapped, but it's getting kind of late, so I decided I should probably call it a night with the 240.
We had a really productive day. We were like busy day.
The stroker is gonna be absolutely mental. I'm so excited to put the car on the dyno once it's done and make like 900 horsepower and then ride it at like 500. We will be at a contest at Orlando Skate Park all day tomorrow in Orlando, Florida. There will be details on my Instagram if you want to drop by. As you're watching this, we are there. We'll just be hanging out. I don't think I'm gonna ride in the contest, but anyway, thank you guys so much.
When you say